Hey guys, this is Kronix, just flicking on to show you a GTX 1080 Palit version with an i5 7600K running at 4.5 GHz on Battlefield 1 on max settings. I'll quickly just go through the settings here just to show you. Slightly bigger field of view, turn motion blue off. Frame rate limit is anything. DirectX 11 seems to run better on Nvidia cards. I've heard some people get better with DirectX 12. Personally for me that's not the case. Resolution scale should really be at 100 just to mimic the full 100, the full frame rate. Well, the full resolution, sorry. Running 1920 by 1080 at 120 Hz. Everything's on the preset of Ultra. We'll just go on Ultra anyway. GPU memory restriction off. You don't want it to limit your memory. Sometimes you see that people get throttling, and sometimes they get a lot of frame rate issues if it's off. For me, that's not the case. I mean, you do get 8 gigs of video RAM on a 1080, so it doesn't seem to use any of that anyway. Not that much anyway, to throw it off. So keep that off. And here we go. And apparently I'm not joining anyone. Nobody wants me in their party. We'll make one. Screw it.
Maschinengewehr!
We have taken objective Duff. Objective Edward. Losing objective Edward.
Sanitäter!
We have lost objective Charlie. We have taken objective Duff. We are losing objective Edward.
You can see it uses a little bit more than 8 gigs of RAM. People recommend 160.
We have lost objective Edward. We have taken objective Charlie.
snap a tiny bit for you guys. I know in some games when you zoom in, you tend to lose a lot of FPS. It's fairly stable. It doesn't go.
Feindliches MG da drüben! Das ist ein Panzer!
Might as well just play a little bit of this as well. Bit of each class.
brauchen Sani! Hier, ich habe ein bisschen Munition übrig.
I'll spawn back just to show you guys what it's like back there. Back at the base. Oh, space glass actually. Back here you can see quite solid still. It doesn't seem too much better back here than it does when you're actually in the battle. I'm not sure how far it actually renders. But friends there. 97 there.
We control all objectives.
Now if I go to resolution scale, I can increase to 150 and normally run about 60 Hz. 760. Quite nice. That should be around sort of simulated 1440p really. Not in terms of pixels, but in terms of resolution on walls, things like that. Floor. And see, I came in 60. I imagine if I'm in there, I'll probably drop a little bit lower than 60. And if you want to go full out and do the full amount, it should be simulated 4K, which looks great, don't get me wrong. But if you want to run it at, say, 40 FPS, seems to be what I'm at right now.
Ich sehe einen Sanitäter.
I have read up that natural 4K.
We are losing.
Run of it's would obviously be a bit more optimized, that's for sure. But I hope you like it. I hope this gives you an idea. That's the Palit GTX 1080. I think it's got a normal core clock around 1600, but can
We
boost
have
itself
lost
anywhere up
objective
to
Edward.
1900. I think I'm sitting at 1800 right now. When we started off on 1600, I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. 2333 is the speed, and my processor is a i5 7600K 4.5 gigahertz is what I've overclocked it to. So hopefully that gives you some rough idea of what you'd be playing with.